decades, but also we just haven't seen the depth. And the fact that these times are coming from an assortment of women, I think is so special. So write that, and if you're not planning on writing it, definitely write it anyway because it looks great on us. So.
Shericka, yeah, congratulations. Besides Shelly, 2 women have won the 200 title before you, all their technical alumni, Merlin Nati and Veronica Campbell-Brown. How do you feel to be joined among those ranks?
I'm feeling good. I'm just loving the feeling of being among the fastest set of female sprinters in the world, and to add my name to a gold medal, I'm just grateful.
And then just a follow-up question. Coach Francis said that, you know, the curve, you took the curve seriously in terms of the perfecting the technique. When did your mind, whether it was last season or the beginning of this season, where you started to feel like if you perfected that you had a chance of making history?
I think last year, I think that decided have me thinking about running the curve hard. I never ran the curve hard in the heats of the Olympic, and I think it cost me a place in the semifinals. So I went back to the drawing board and I worked really, really hard on that curve every day, every single day, and I think it paid off tonight, and I was grateful.
Just another question for Shericka. You've been so consistent over the years since like 2015, but just what does it mean to represent Jamaica on the world stage year after year?
I'm feeling good. I've competed in 400s for so long, and to start sprinting last year is just a great feeling. I wanted to be among the best. I've worked hard to be among the best, and I'm here and just grateful for the journey.
One other question, Shericka. Just can you talk to me about the support system and the people you have around you that have helped you through your journey?
I must say my support system is really, really great. I have some wonderful set of persons in my life, and they have been there for me through thick and thin, and I must say they are probably the best set of people in the world. They keep me grounded, and I'm just grateful for them. Shelly has been, I have known Shelly for a long while. When I went to MVP, Shelly was there blazing, running some blessed 100 meters. I think 2015 was the first championship where she won the 100 meters. 100. So I've watched Shelly. Her work ethic is so great. She's a hard worker, and to be among hard-working sprinters is just magnificent. Yeah.
Dina? The question for Shelly was about what sort of advice do you give to young athletes?
What advice you would give to young athletes?
I guess the advice I would give to young athletes is to believe in yourself and to trust your instinct and your gut feeling. And whatever it is that you want to do and you want to accomplish, just work hard and stay grounded. And when you have disappointment, use it as fuel to get back up and go back and do it again and again and again. I think nothing beats hard work, you know, and sometimes it's all about your time and your moment, and when your time and your moment come, you have to just seize it with everything that you have and just enjoy that moment.
A champion then and now a medalist here, 8 years, pretty long time for a career. How do you feel that journey has been to now be able to come back on the global stage and still perform at the highest level?
Yeah, it's something that I'm really proud of. Obviously, coming to World Juniors, I think that was my first global title. I'd already picked up a medal at the World Championships the year before, so I remember coming into that and thinking, okay, we can do this, you know, I'm already a world medalist, so let's go. And it's been amazing to come back here. It's amazing to see the new stadium. It's crazy. And the Hayward Magic is still definitely working very hard. But yeah, it feels good to be consistently, you know, in the top level of sprinters for that long, and hopefully, well, I'm going to work very hard to make sure that it lasts for a long time.
Shelly, you've hinted that you're going to keep going. Does that mean not just for next year, but perhaps the Paris 2024 as well?
Honestly, before I ran last year, I thought that, 2020 or 2021 was going to be my final year. And then I surprised myself running 10.6 and now doing it consistently and still running 21 in the 200. So I'm really excited to see where this goes. Because sometimes we get an opportunity and we think that, okay, this is it. We just pack it up. But I really think I owe it to myself to see how far I can go as a sprinter and just continuing to transcend, what I thought was possible for women, especially after having a baby and after turning 30, where when you're younger, you hear, oh, you turn 30, it's time to pack it up. But, I'm 35, turning 36, and to be here, still competing at the level that I am is just a blessing, and I could not have asked God for anything else, but I'm really having fun and looking forward to 2023 in Budapest, and then after that we take it to 2024 Paris, because we have to see Shericka in Paris, so we'll be there Paris, yeah.
I think that taught me so much that year. I never made it in my favorite event, and it just no, I'm not crying. So I'm not crying. That taught me so much last year to no matter what, you keep going. And I think after the Olympic game, I cried so hard, so much, because I wanted to be in that 200 final. I wasn't, and it wasn't meant to be at the moment. I guess probably this is the moment. Probably last year was preparing me for this year, and this is the moment, and I'm so grateful for this moment. I think in background I trained with the quarter milers, and then I switched to the sprinters. So I enjoy training with both groups. I can run good 400, I've run 400 this season, and I think it was pretty good. So I love training with the quarter milers and then training with the sprinters, because I am strong and definitely getting faster. So I enjoy training with both groups.
Do you have your favorite?
No.
Last call for questions.
I went home and it was late, so he was sleeping already, and I remember waking up in the morning and he was so excited to say, "Mommy, you win." And I felt good to hear those words. Really felt, I felt accomplished. Like he finally got a moment where he saw me and he understood what was going on, and I was grateful for that. In 2019 when we ran in Doha, he was unaware of everything and he was just looking around scared, but I'm glad I was able to do that in front of him, and he had that moment to definitely feel proud about.